Hop on board, fellow travelers, as we take an unexpected journey through America's most unpopular cities. That's right. We're flipping the script and diving into the countdown of cities that people are actually packing up and leaving. Now, don't get us wrong. These cities have their charms, but they also have some challenges that are causing residents to bid adieu. From coast to coast, we've got the scoop on why these 15 American cities are seeing an exodus of people. It's a countdown with a twist, and we promise it's as intriguing as it sounds. So buckle up as we start our countdown with the city where the sun shines, but the people not so much. At number 15, we have Miami, Florida. Known for its sun-soaked beaches and vibrant nightlife, it's a popular spot for tourists. The population of Miami, Florida is approximately 442,000 residents. Miami covers a land area of approximately 56.1 square miles. Miami has one of the highest median home prices in Florida, with the median home price around $500,000, a significant increase over the past decade. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is approximately $2,200 per month, placing Miami among the most expensive rental markets in the U.S. Miami's cost of living index is around 120, which is significantly higher than the national average of 100. Miami is highly vulnerable to rising sea levels, with parts of the city experiencing frequent flooding. The sea level in Miami has risen by approximately 3 inches over the past decade. Miami is in a hurricane-prone area, experiencing frequent storms and hurricanes, leading to increased insurance costs and property damage concerns. Miami has a high level of income inequality, with a Gini coefficient of around 0.54, higher than the national average. While Miami has a diverse economy, the job market has faced challenges, particularly in industries heavily impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, such as tourism and hospitality. The unemployment rate in Miami has fluctuated, but remained relatively high, around 5.5% in early 2024, compared to the national average of 3.7%. Miami has significant traffic congestion, with an average commute time of around 35 minutes, contributing to a lower quality of life for residents. Miami's crime rate is above the national average, with concerns about property crimes and violent crimes. The violent crime rate is approximately 5.5 incidents per 1,000 residents, compared to the national average of 4.0. Many residents are moving away from Miami due to the increasing threat of climate change, particularly rising sea levels and extreme weather events. The city has seen a growing number of climate migrants relocating to areas perceived as safer, but it seems the locals are starting to feel the burn. With living costs that are way above average, even the most dedicated sun worshippers are starting to pack their bags. From hurricane threats to flooding, it's a lot to worry about while trying to enjoy that famous Florida sunshine. So, it seems the endless summer isn't for everyone, and that's why Miami, Florida, is our number 15 city that people are leaving in 2024. From sunny beaches to the heartland, St. Louis is next on our list at number 14. St. Louis, Missouri, known for its iconic Gateway Arch, has seen better days. The city is grappling with a trifecta of challenges that are driving residents to seek greener pastures. The population of St. Louis is approximately 283,000 residents. It covers a land area of 66 square miles, making it a relatively densely populated city. Unemployment rate in St. Louis has been relatively high, around 6.0% in early 2024, compared to the national average of 3.7%. This is due to a decline in manufacturing jobs and limited job growth in other sectors. The median household income in St. Louis is approximately $45,000, which is lower than the national median. The city's poverty rate is also high, with over 20% of residents living below the poverty line. St. Louis has faced economic challenges, including the decline of traditional industries, limited new business investments, and a slow recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. This city has one of the highest violent crime rates in the United States. The violent crime rate is approximately 19.5 incidents per 1,000 residents, significantly higher than the national average of 4.0. Property crimes are also prevalent, with a rate of approximately 45.0 incidents per 1,000 residents. High crime rates contribute to the city's negative reputation and deter new residents. The public school system in St. Louis has faced challenges, including underfunding, low graduation rates, and poor academic performance. Many families opt to leave the city in search of better educational opportunities. Many neighborhoods in St. Louis suffer from urban decay, including vacant buildings, deteriorating infrastructure, and a lack of amenities, contributing to a decline in the quality of life. While the city has several healthcare facilities, access to quality healthcare can be inconsistent, especially in underserved areas. St. Louis has an aging population, with a growing number of retirees and a shrinking working-age population. This demographic shift is challenging for the local economy and social services. Younger residents, particularly college graduates, are leaving the city in search of better job opportunities and a higher quality of life in other regions. St. Louis has struggled with environmental issues, including air pollution and industrial contamination. These factors contribute to health concerns and lower the overall appeal of the city. The city that was once bustling with life is now witnessing a steady stream of departures. The gateway to the west, or maybe the gateway to somewhere else. Swapping the arch for a brew, we're touching down in Milwaukee at number 13. This city, known for its breweries and summer festivals, has recently been facing a bit of a rough patch. The population of Milwaukee is approximately 570,000 residents. Milwaukee covers a land area of 96.8 square miles. The unemployment rate in Milwaukee has been relatively high, hovering around 6.2% in early 2024, compared to the national average of 3.7%. This reflects a challenging job market, especially in traditional manufacturing sectors. The median household income in Milwaukee is approximately $43,000, lower than the national median. The city's poverty rate is notably high, with around 25% of residents living below the poverty line. Milwaukee's economy has been slow to diversify beyond manufacturing, with limited growth in technology, healthcare, and other high-paying industries. This has contributed to economic stagnation and limited job opportunities. Milwaukee experiences high violent crime rates with approximately 16.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, significantly higher than the national average of 4.0. This includes a notable number of homicides and assaults. The property crime rate is also concerning, with around 38.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, including burglary, theft, and motor vehicle theft. The perception of crime and safety issues drives many residents to consider relocating. The Milwaukee public school system faces significant challenges, including underfunding, low graduation rates, and disparities in educational quality. Many families seek better educational opportunities in the suburbs or other cities. Many neighborhoods in Milwaukee suffer from urban decay, characterized by vacant properties, deteriorating infrastructure, and a lack of amenities. This contributes to a lower quality of life and drives people to seek better living conditions elsewhere. Access to quality healthcare can be inconsistent, especially in underserved areas. This affects overall health outcomes and resident satisfaction. Milwaukee has an aging population, with a growing number of retirees and a shrinking working-age demographic. This trend poses challenges for the city's labor market and economic vitality. Younger residents, including recent college graduates, are leaving Milwaukee in search of better job opportunities, higher wages, and a more vibrant cultural scene in other cities. Milwaukee faces environmental issues such as air and water pollution. The city's industrial past has left a legacy of contamination, affecting the health and well-being of residents. Economic challenges have taken a toll on this once thriving industrial hub, and it's not just the beer that's leaving a bitter taste. It's like a cold front sweeping in from Lake Michigan, chilling the prospects for many looking to build their careers here. It's a tough reality, but one that's leading many to pack their bags, leaving behind the city's iconic skyline. And hey, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell for more exciting content. From brews to the blues, Minneapolis is up next at number 12. Known for its vibrant art scene, beautiful parks, and yes, those frigid winters, Minneapolis, Minnesota is a city with a lot to offer. But unfortunately, it's been seeing a bit of a cold front in terms of its appeal to residents. The population of Minneapolis is approximately 425,000 residents. It covers a land area of 58.4 square miles. The unemployment rate in Minneapolis has been relatively high, around 5.8% in early 2024, compared to the national average of 3.7%. The city has faced challenges in job growth, particularly in sectors affected by economic changes and automation. The median household income in Minneapolis is approximately $65,000, slightly above the national median. However, income inequality remains a concern, with significant disparities between different neighborhoods and demographic groups. Minneapolis has been dealing with economic disruptions, including the decline of traditional industries and the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The city's economic recovery has been uneven, contributing to financial instability for many residents. Minneapolis has experienced an increase in violent crime rates, with approximately 7.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, above the national average of 4.0. This includes increases in homicides, assaults, and robberies. The property crime rate is also relatively high, with around 30.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, including theft, burglary, and motor vehicle theft. The perception of increasing crime and safety concerns has contributed to the city's population decline. The Minneapolis public school system faces challenges, including disparities in educational outcomes and funding issues. Some families opt to move to suburban areas or other cities with perceived better educational opportunities. While not as severe as in some major cities, housing affordability remains an issue in Minneapolis, particularly in desirable neighborhoods. Rising property taxes and housing costs have made it difficult for some residents to stay. Minneapolis's harsh winters, with temperatures often dropping well below freezing and significant snowfall, can be a deterrent for some residents. The long winters and cold climate contribute to the city's seasonal affective disorder, SAD rates, and impact overall quality of life. Minneapolis has a growing proportion of elderly residents, contributing to an aging population. This demographic shift poses challenges for the city's healthcare and social services. Younger residents, including college graduates, are leaving Minneapolis for cities with more vibrant job markets, warmer climates, and diverse cultural opportunities. The city has experienced significant social and civil unrest, particularly following high-profile incidents of police violence and subsequent protests. These events have contributed to a perception of instability and have influenced some residents' decisions to leave. One factor that's been giving locals a frosty reception is the high taxes. It's no secret that Minnesotans are some of the most heavily taxed people in America, and it's causing many to pack their bags. Echoes of these turbulence have undoubtedly made Minneapolis less attractive to its residents, further provoking the exodus. So it seems the cold isn't the only thing giving residents the chills. Next, we're heading to the city that rocks or does it. Cleveland, Ohio at number 11, often celebrated for its vibrant music scene and the iconic Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, is facing a different kind of music. Economic challenges are hitting a sour note with the city's residents. The population of Cleveland is approximately 360,000 residents. It covers a land area of 82.5 square miles. The unemployment rate in Cleveland remains relatively high, around 6.4% in early 2024, compared to the national average of 3.7%. The city's economy has struggled to recover from the decline of its manufacturing base. The median household income in Cleveland is approximately $31,000, significantly lower than the national median. The city also has a high poverty rate, with over 30% of residents living below the poverty line. Cleveland has faced challenges in diversifying its economy beyond manufacturing. The city has seen limited growth in emerging industries, leading to a lack of high-paying job opportunities. Cleveland has a high violent crime rate, with approximately 14.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, more than 3 times the national average of 4.0. This includes a significant number of homicides, assaults, and robberies. The property crime rate is also high, with around 35.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, encompassing burglary, theft, and motor vehicle theft. High crime rates contribute to a sense of insecurity among residents. Cleveland's public school system faces significant challenges, including underfunding, low graduation rates, and disparities in educational quality. Many families choose to move to suburban areas or other cities with better educational opportunities. The city has a high number of vacant properties and deteriorating infrastructure, contributing to urban blight. Many neighborhoods struggle with a lack of investment, resulting in poor living conditions. While Cleveland is home to renowned medical institutions, access to quality healthcare can be inconsistent, particularly in underserved areas. This disparity affects the overall health and well-being of residents. Cleveland has an aging population, with a growing proportion of elderly residents. This demographic shift poses challenges for the city's social services and healthcare systems. Younger residents, including college graduates, are leaving Cleveland in search of better job opportunities, higher wages, and a more vibrant cultural scene in other cities. Cleveland has struggled with environmental challenges, including air and water pollution. The legacy of industrial activity has left some areas contaminated, affecting public health and deterring new residents. While the city's working-class spirit has long been a source of pride, high poverty rates are now casting a shadow over Cleveland. Unfortunately, these issues are causing a discordant melody that's driving people away. It's a tough gig for a city that's been trying to keep the beat. But hey, who knows? Perhaps a turnaround is on the horizon. For now, though, rock and roll may not be enough to keep people rolling in. Leaving the heartland, we're off to the heart of Silicon Valley. San Jose, California, a place where tech dreams come true, is the 10th city on our list. Known for its sunny weather and high-tech lifestyle, the population of San Jose is approximately 1 million residents. San Jose covers a land area of 180 square miles, making it one of the largest cities by area in California. San Jose has one of the highest costs of living in the United States. The overall cost of living index in San Jose is approximately 226 compared to the national average of 100. The median home price in San Jose is around $1.3 million, making it difficult for many residents to afford housing. The high cost of housing is a significant factor driving people away from the city. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in San Jose is about $2,700 per month, among the highest in the country. Despite high median household incomes, income inequality is a significant issue, with a stark contrast between high-earning tech professionals and lower-income residents. The unemployment rate in San Jose in early 2024 is around 4.0%, slightly above the national average. While the tech sector remains strong, other industries struggle, leading to limited job diversity. The tech industry's volatility, including layoffs and the impact of economic downturns, has contributed to financial instability for many residents. The rise of remote work has allowed tech workers and other professionals to relocate to more affordable areas, reducing the demand for housing in San Jose. San Jose faces significant traffic congestion with an average commute time of 35 minutes. This contributes to a lower quality of life and increased stress for residents. The high cost of living and economic pressures have led to underfunded public services, including public education and infrastructure maintenance. While San Jose is generally safer than other large cities, property crimes, including burglary and theft, are relatively common. The city's crime rate is around 25.0 incidents per 1,000 residents. San Jose, like much of California, faces increasing wildfire risk. The threat of wildfires and the associated air quality issues are significant concerns for residents. California's ongoing drought has raised concerns about water availability and increased the cost of living. Younger residents, including recent college graduates, are leaving San Jose in search of more affordable living conditions and diverse job opportunities elsewhere. Residents here often find themselves wrestling with soaring rents and skyrocketing home prices. In fact, Silicon Valley's reputation as a tech paradise is being overshadowed by the harsh reality of its housing crisis. The idea of living in a city where an average home could cost over $1 million is driving many to look elsewhere for their California dream. So, it's no wonder that San Jose is seeing a steady stream of departures. Seems like not everyone is finding their golden ticket in the Golden State. Next up, the City of Roses. But it seems not all is rosy in Portland, Oregon, sitting at number 9. The city, known for its vibrant art scene and eco-friendliness, has been experiencing some thorny issues. The population of Portland is approximately 645,000 residents, a decrease from previous years as more people move out of the city. Portland covers a land area of 145 square miles, making it a medium-sized city in terms of land area. The cost of living in Portland has been rising steadily, with the overall cost of living index around 130 compared to the national average of 100. This increase is largely driven by housing costs. The median home price in Portland is approximately $550,000, which is relatively high compared to many other cities in the region. The rental market is also expensive, with the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment around $1,600 per month. The median household income in Portland is approximately $75,000, but many residents struggle to keep up with the rising cost of living. Income inequality is a growing concern, with a widening gap between high-income and low-income residents. The unemployment rate in Portland as of early 2024 is approximately 4.5%, slightly above the national average. The city's economy has faced challenges in recent years, particularly in the retail and service sectors. Portland's job market has been impacted by the shift to remote work, particularly in the tech industry. As a result, some businesses have downsized or relocated, leading to job losses and reduced economic activity. Portland has been grappling with a significant homelessness crisis. The city has one of the highest homelessness rates per capita in the United States, with an estimated 4,000 homeless individuals. This issue has strained public resources and affected the overall quality of life. Portland has experienced an increase in crime rates, particularly property crime such as theft and vandalism. The overall crime rate is approximately 40.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, contributing to a perception of decreased safety. The city's public services, including public education and infrastructure, have struggled to keep pace with demand. Issues such as aging infrastructure and underfunded schools are concerns for residents. Portland is known for its commitment to environmental sustainability, but the city has faced challenges related to air quality, particularly during wildfire season. The increased frequency and intensity of wildfires in the region have resulted in poor air quality and health concerns. Climate change has also contributed to more frequent extreme weather events, such as heat waves and heavy rainfall, impacting the city's livability. Younger residents, including recent college graduates, are leaving Portland in search of more affordable living conditions and job opportunities in other cities. The city's rising costs and limited job growth in certain sectors have made it less attractive for young professionals. In Portland, the sight of makeshift tents lining the streets is a stark reminder of these problems. And then there's the high cost of living. With rent and property prices skyrocketing, many residents are finding it harder to make ends meet. It seems the city's charm is being overshadowed by these growing issues. So even though Portland continues to be a city of roses, these thorns are making life a bit prickly for its residents. Maybe it's time to stop and smell the roses somewhere else. Leaving the roses behind, we're heading to the land of crabs and football. Welcome to Baltimore, Maryland at number 8, a city known for its harbor, historic neighborhoods, and distinct accent. But beneath the city's charm, there's a less glamorous side that's prompting people to pack their bags. The population of Baltimore is approximately 560,000 residents. The city has been facing a steady population decline over the past several years. Baltimore covers a land area of 92 square miles, making it one of the larger cities in terms of area on the East Coast. The unemployment rate in Baltimore remains relatively high, around 6.8% in early 2024, compared to the national average of 3.7%. The city has struggled to recover from the decline of its manufacturing sector, and has faced challenges in diversifying its economy. The median household income in Baltimore is approximately $52,000, which is lower than the national median. The city also has a high poverty rate, with around 21% of residents living below the poverty line. The job market in Baltimore has been affected by economic instability, with significant disparities in employment opportunities. While there are strong sectors like healthcare and education, many residents find it challenging to secure stable, well-paying jobs. Baltimore has one of the highest violent crime rates in the United States. The violent crime rate is approximately 18.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, more than 4 times the national average of 4.0. This includes a high number of homicides, assaults, and robberies. The property crime rate is also high, with around 40.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, including burglary, theft, and motor vehicle theft. The high crime rates contribute to a sense of insecurity among residents and are a significant factor in the population decline. Baltimore's public school system faces numerous challenges, including underfunding, low graduation rates, and disparities in educational outcomes. Many families choose to move to suburban areas or other cities with better educational opportunities. The city has a high number of vacant properties and deteriorating infrastructure, contributing to urban blight. This urban decay is prevalent in many neighborhoods, impacting the quality of life and deterring new residents. Despite being home to renowned medical institutions, access to quality healthcare can be inconsistent, particularly in low-income areas. This disparity affects overall health outcomes and resident satisfaction. Baltimore has an aging population with a growing proportion of elderly residents. This demographic shift presents challenges for healthcare and social services. Younger residents, including recent college graduates, are leaving Baltimore in search of better job opportunities, higher wages, and safer living conditions in other cities. The city's challenges with crime and economic instability have made it less attractive for young professionals. Baltimore faces environmental challenges, including issues with water quality in the Chesapeake Bay and pollution from industrial activities. The city has also struggled with air quality problems, which impact public health. Economic challenges also play a big part in the city's exodus. The job market is tough, and the cost of living can be a burden for many. From the historic row houses to the iconic Inner Harbor, Baltimore has a lot to offer. But it seems these attractions aren't enough to outweigh the city's challenges. And if you're finding this list as intriguing as we are, don't forget to hit that like button. Moving on from crabs to cheesesteaks, we're landing in Philadelphia at number 7. The city of brotherly love, famed for its rich history, iconic landmarks, and Rocky Balboa, is facing some tough times. Economic challenges are like a heavyweight champion, relentlessly pounding the city's vitality. The population of Philadelphia is approximately 1.55 million residents. The city has seen a modest decline in population over the past few years. Philadelphia covers a land area of 142.7 square miles, making it a densely populated urban area. The unemployment rate in Philadelphia is relatively high, around 5.9% in early 2024, compared to the national average of 3.7%. The city has faced challenges in providing sufficient job opportunities, particularly in sectors outside of healthcare and education. The median household income in Philadelphia is approximately $50,000, lower than the national median. The city's poverty rate is also high, with around 24% of residents living below the poverty line. Philadelphia has a diverse economy but struggles with income inequality and a lack of high-paying jobs. Many residents face economic insecurity, contributing to the desire to relocate to areas with better job prospects. Philadelphia has a high violent crime rate, with approximately 9.5 incidents per 1,000 residents, significantly above the national average of 4.0. The city has faced issues with homicides, assaults, and robberies, which have impacted public perception and safety. The property crime rate is also concerning, with around 30.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, including burglary, theft, and motor vehicle theft. The high crime rates contribute to residents' concerns about safety and quality of life. The public school system in Philadelphia faces significant challenges, including underfunding, low graduation rates, and disparities in educational quality. These issues have led many families to consider relocating to suburban areas with better schools. While more affordable than some major cities, Philadelphia still struggles with housing affordability issues. Additionally, parts of the city suffer from urban decay, with vacant properties and deteriorating infrastructure affecting the quality of life. Philadelphia has a relatively strong healthcare sector, but access to quality care can be inconsistent, particularly in lower-income neighborhoods. This contributes to disparities in health outcomes across the city. Philadelphia has an aging population with a growing number of retirees. This demographic shift poses challenges for the city's healthcare and social services. Younger residents, including recent college graduates, are increasingly leaving Philadelphia for cities with more vibrant job markets, higher wages, and lower crime rates. The city's challenges with crime and economic instability have made it less attractive for young professionals. Philadelphia faces environmental challenges, including air and water pollution. The city's industrial history has left a legacy of contaminated sites, and ongoing pollution issues continue to impact public health and the environment. High taxes, a persistent adversary, are landing blows on the residents' wallets, making them bob and weave in search of financial relief elsewhere. Philadelphia's fight for prosperity seems like an uphill battle, with its population count taking hits round after round. It's a bitter pill to swallow for a city that's played such a pivotal role in America's history. But remember, every city has its fight, its struggle, its story. And Philadelphia, despite its challenges, still has its own unique charm. Even the Liberty Bell can't seem to ring in the residents. From the city of brotherly love to the city of rain. Let's jaunt to Seattle, Washington at number 6. A city known for its picturesque landscapes and frequent drizzles. But it's not just the weather that's been gloomy. The population of Seattle is approximately 725,000 residents. The city has seen a slight decline in population, reversing the growth seen in previous years. Seattle covers a land area of 83.9 square miles, making it a relatively compact urban area with a high population density. Seattle is known for its high cost of living, with an overall cost of living index around 172, significantly higher than the national average of 100. This includes high costs for housing, groceries, and other essentials. The median home price in Seattle is approximately $830,000, making it one of the most expensive housing markets in the United States. The rental market is also costly, with the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment around $2,400 per month. The median household income in Seattle is approximately $100,000, which is higher than the national median, but often insufficient to keep pace with the city's high costs. The city's income inequality is notable, with significant disparities between tech industry workers and other sectors. The unemployment rate in Seattle as of early 2024 is around 4.2%, slightly above the national average. The city's economy is heavily reliant on the tech industry, which can be volatile and subject to layoffs. The tech sector, which is a major employer in Seattle, has faced challenges, including company downsizing and the impact of economic downturns. The shift to remote work has also enabled employees to relocate to more affordable areas. Seattle is known for its traffic congestion, with an average commute time of 31 minutes. This congestion, coupled with limited public transportation options, has led to frustration among residents. While not the highest in the nation, Seattle's crime rates have been a growing concern. The city has experienced increases in property crimes, including burglary and theft, with a rate of approximately 35.0 incidents per 1,000 residents. Seattle has a significant homelessness crisis, with an estimated 11,000 individuals experiencing homelessness. This issue has strained public resources and affected the overall quality of life. Seattle's weather, characterized by frequent rain and cloudy days, can be a deterrent for some residents. Seasonal affective disorder, SAD, is more common due to the city's lack of sunshine. The city faces environmental challenges, including air quality issues related to wildfires in the region and water pollution concerns. Seattle has a growing population of retirees, which can strain healthcare and social services. Younger residents and recent college graduates are increasingly leaving Seattle for more affordable cities with better job opportunities and lower costs of living. The city's high cost of living and competitive job market make it challenging for young professionals. Seattle has been grappling with a surge in housing costs that's squeezing the middle class. Add to that the traffic congestion that could make even the most patient person grumble. Who knew that being home to tech giants could lead to such a jam? It's not the kind of statistics you'd want to brag about at a dinner party. While Seattle's charm is undeniable with its bustling coffee scene, thriving music culture, and stunning views of Mount Rainier, these issues are making some residents pack their bags and say goodbye. Looks like the rain isn't the only thing pouring out of Seattle. Next on our list, the Motor City. But are the engines starting to sputter? Welcome to Detroit, Michigan at number 5, folks. A city with a storied past, a fascinating blend of culture, and a legendary auto industry. But the city seems to have hit a rather sizable pothole. The population of Detroit is approximately 620,000 residents. This figure reflects a continuing decline from its peak population of over 1.8 million in the 1950s. Detroit covers a land area of 139 square miles, making it one of the largest cities in the United States by area. The unemployment rate in Detroit remains significantly high, around 8.5% in early 2024, compared to the national average of 3.7%. The city's economy has struggled to recover from the decline of the automotive industry, which once served as its backbone. The median household income in Detroit is approximately $32,000, well below the national median. The city also has a high poverty rate, with around 35% of residents living below the poverty line. Detroit's job market has been slow to diversify beyond manufacturing. While there are efforts to attract new industries, the city's economic recovery has been uneven, leaving many residents without stable employment opportunities. Detroit has one of the highest violent crime rates in the United States, with approximately 19.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, nearly 5 times the national average of 4.0. This includes a significant number of homicides, assaults, and robberies. The property crime rate is also high, with around 40.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, encompassing burglary, theft, and motor vehicle theft. High crime rates contribute to a sense of insecurity and are a major factor in the population decline. Detroit has a large number of vacant properties and abandoned buildings, contributing to urban blight. The city's infrastructure, including roads and public services, is often in poor condition, impacting the quality of life. The Detroit public school system faces significant challenges, including underfunding, low graduation rates, and disparities in educational quality. Many families leave the city in search of better educational opportunities in the suburbs or other regions. While Detroit has several healthcare facilities, access to quality care can be inconsistent, especially in low-income areas. The disparity in healthcare services affects overall health outcomes and resident satisfaction. Detroit has a growing population of elderly residents, which presents challenges for healthcare and social services. Younger residents, including recent college graduates, are increasingly leaving Detroit in search of better job opportunities and living conditions. The city's economic instability and high crime rates make it less attractive for young professionals. Detroit faces environmental challenges, including air and water pollution. The city's industrial past has left a legacy of contaminated sites, affecting public health and deterring new residents. Detroit's economic challenges are not new, but they've been compounding over the years. The city's struggle to bounce back from bankruptcy has been a bit like trying to start a car in the dead of winter. It's a struggle. It's like having a flat tire on a car already low on fuel. The city, once a beacon for job seekers, especially in the auto industry, has been witnessing a decline in job opportunities. It's like the car's GPS is saying recalculating, but never quite finding the route. Looks like the Motor City might need a jump start. Will it find the spark it needs to roar back to life? Only time will tell. Leaving the engines behind, we're off to the Windy City. Chicago, Illinois at number 4, a city known for its stunning architecture, deep dish pizza, and extreme winters. The population of Chicago is approximately 2.65 million residents. It covers a land area of 234 square miles, making it one of the largest cities in the U.S. by area. The city's population density is high, contributing to various urban challenges. Chicago has a relatively high cost of living, with an overall cost of living index around 120 compared to the national average of 100. This includes high housing costs, taxes, and living expenses. The median home price in Chicago is approximately $350,000, while the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is around $1,800 per month. Although these figures are lower than in some other major cities, they still pose affordability challenges for many residents. The median household income in Chicago is approximately $62,000, which is close to the national median. However, significant income inequality exists, with a noticeable disparity between affluent neighborhoods and low-income areas. The unemployment rate in Chicago in early 2024 is around 5.2%, higher than the national average. The city has faced economic challenges, including the decline of traditional industries and a slow recovery from economic downturns. Chicago has a diverse economy, with strengths in finance, manufacturing, transportation, and technology. However, job growth has been uneven, and many residents face economic insecurity, particularly in low-wage sectors. Chicago has a high violent crime rate, with approximately 11.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, nearly 3 times the national average of 4.0. The city has faced issues with gun violence, homicides, and assaults, impacting public safety. The property crime rate is also high, with around 32.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, including burglary, theft, and motor vehicle theft. The high crime rates contribute to residents' concerns about safety and are a significant factor in the population decline. The public school system in Chicago faces numerous challenges, including underfunding, overcrowded classrooms, and disparities in educational quality. These issues have led many families to consider relocating to suburban areas with better schools. Chicago's infrastructure, including public transportation and roads, has faced maintenance and funding challenges. Additionally, high taxes and fees have placed a financial burden on residents and businesses. Chicago has a strong healthcare sector, but access to quality care can vary, particularly in underserved neighborhoods. Health disparities and access issues continue to affect the city's overall health outcomes. Chicago experiences harsh winters with cold temperatures, snow, and ice. These conditions can be a deterrent for some residents, especially those seeking milder climates. The city faces environmental challenges, including air and water pollution. The industrial past and current urban activities contribute to pollution levels that affect public health. Chicago has a growing population of elderly residents, which presents challenges for healthcare and social services. Younger residents, including recent college graduates, are increasingly leaving Chicago for cities with lower living costs, warmer climates, and better job opportunities. The city's high costs and competitive job market make it challenging for young professionals. Also, the high tax rate in Chicago is hitting the residents hard. Yes, folks, the fiscal burden in Chicago is real, and it's as biting as their winter chill. Residents are finding it increasingly difficult to keep up with the escalating tax rates, making it a less desirable place to live. Despite the city's efforts to combat crime, it remains a significant issue that has many residents packing their bags. And speaking of packing, between the high taxes, crime rates, and frosty weather, it's not surprising to see why people are choosing to leave. It's not just the wind blowing people out of Chicago. From one coast to another, we're jetting off to Los Angeles at number 3. Known for its glitz and glamour, this city of angels has its own set of challenges that are causing residents to reconsider their stay. The population of Los Angeles is approximately 3.8 million residents. Los Angeles covers a land area of 469 square miles, making it one of the largest cities in the United States by area. The city's vast size contributes to its complex urban dynamics and challenges. Los Angeles is known for its high cost of living, with an overall cost of living index around 170, significantly above the national average of 100. This high cost is driven by expensive housing, transportation, and other necessities. The median home price in Los Angeles is approximately $850,000, making it one of the most expensive housing markets in the country. The rental market is also costly, with the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment around $2,500 per month. The median household income in Los Angeles is approximately $70,000, which, while higher than the national median, is often insufficient to cover the high cost of living. The city experiences significant income inequality, with a stark contrast between affluent neighborhoods and low-income areas. The unemployment rate in Los Angeles in early 2024 is around 5.0%, slightly above the national average. The city's economy, heavily reliant on entertainment, tourism, and technology, has faced disruptions, particularly due to the rise of remote work and industry shifts. While Los Angeles remains a hub for entertainment and tech industries, these sectors have faced volatility, including layoffs and restructuring. The shift to remote work has also led some companies and workers to relocate to more affordable regions. Los Angeles is notorious for its traffic congestion, with an average commute time of 40 minutes. This congestion, combined with a sprawling urban layout and limited public transportation options, contributes to frustration and decreased quality of life for residents. Los Angeles has a moderate crime rate, with property crime being more prevalent. The city has experienced increases in theft, vandalism, and other property crimes, with a rate of approximately 28.0 incidents per 1,000 residents. Los Angeles faces a significant homelessness crisis, with an estimated 60,000 individuals experiencing homelessness. This issue has strained public resources and affected the overall quality of life, particularly in certain neighborhoods. Los Angeles has long struggled with air pollution and smog, partly due to its geography and reliance on automobiles. The city frequently experiences poor air quality days, which can affect public health. The city is susceptible to natural disasters, including earthquakes, wildfires, and droughts. These environmental challenges pose ongoing risks and can disrupt daily life. Younger residents, including recent college graduates, are increasingly leaving Los Angeles for cities with lower living costs, more job opportunities, and better quality of life. The city's high costs and competitive job market make it difficult for young professionals to establish themselves. The dream of owning a home in LA is becoming increasingly elusive. High demand, limited supply, and skyrocketing prices are pushing people to look for more affordable places to live. While LA is not the most dangerous city in America, it's seen an uptick in crime in recent years, which is a cause for concern for many residents. Seems like the City of Angels might be losing some of its halo. Leaving the coast, we're heading to the city that never sleeps. Yes, we're talking about the one and only New York City at number 2. The Big Apple has long been a magnet for those seeking opportunity, but it seems the tide is turning in 2024. The population of New York City is approximately 8.2 million residents. This reflects a decrease from the city's peak population, as more people are choosing to leave the city. New York City covers a land area of 302.6 square miles, encompassing the 5 boroughs: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island. The city is densely populated, with an average density of about 27,000 residents per square mile. New York City is known for its high cost of living, with an overall cost of living index around 187, significantly above the national average of 100. This includes exorbitant costs for housing, food, transportation, and other essentials. The median home price in New York City is approximately $750,000, while the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan can be around $3,500 per month. These prices are among the highest in the country, making it difficult for many residents to afford housing. The median household income in New York City is approximately $68,000, which, while above the national median, often falls short of meeting the high cost of living. Income inequality is a significant issue, with a wide gap between the wealthy and low-income residents. The unemployment rate in New York City in early 2024 is around 5.5%, higher than the national average. The city's job market has been affected by economic shifts, including the decline in retail and hospitality jobs and the rise of remote work. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the adoption of remote work, allowing many professionals to move to more affordable areas. This shift has led to a decline in demand for office space and has impacted local businesses that rely on office workers. New York City has seen an uptick in crime rates, particularly in certain neighborhoods. While the overall crime rate is still lower than in past decades, concerns about safety have been growing. The violent crime rate is approximately 5.8 incidents per 1,000 residents, while the property crime rate is around 24.0 incidents per 1,000 residents. The city's public services, including the subway system, have faced challenges such as delays, maintenance issues, and underfunding. These problems contribute to daily inconveniences for residents. New York City has a significant homelessness crisis, with an estimated 50,000 individuals experiencing homelessness. The high cost of living and housing shortages have exacerbated this issue, impacting the quality of life for all residents. While New York City has made strides in improving air quality, pollution remains a concern, particularly in densely populated and industrial areas. The city's efforts to reduce emissions continue, but challenges persist. The city is vulnerable to climate-related issues, such as hurricanes and rising sea levels, which pose risks to infrastructure and housing, particularly in low-lying areas. New York City has a growing population of elderly residents, which presents challenges for healthcare and social services. Younger residents, including recent college graduates, are increasingly leaving New York City for cities with lower costs of living and more job opportunities. The competitive job market and high costs make it difficult for young professionals to establish themselves. The city's soaring cost of living is a major reason why people are packing their bags. It's not just about the price of a hot dog at the ballpark. We're talking about housing costs that would make a Wall Street tycoon blink. And speaking of work, the rise of remote work has dealt a blow to New York's allure. Why hustle in the city that never sleeps when you can work from your pajamas in a place where the cost of living doesn't require a Wall Street salary? It seems that New York's reputation as the city of dreams is being challenged. Looks like the city that never sleeps might be having a bit of a nightmare. And finally, we arrive at our number one city, the Golden Gate City. San Francisco, California, once a beacon of the American dream, is now facing some stark realities. The population of San Francisco is approximately 825,000 residents. This reflects a continued decline from its peak population, as many residents are choosing to leave the city. San Francisco covers a relatively small land area of 47 square miles, making it one of the most densely populated cities in the United States, with an average density of about 17,500 residents per square mile. San Francisco has one of the highest costs of living in the United States, with an overall cost of living index around 244, far above the national average of 100. This high cost is driven by housing, transportation, food, and other expenses. The median home price in San Francisco is approximately $1.3 million, making it one of the most expensive housing markets in the country. The rental market is similarly costly, with the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment around $3,600 per month. The median household income in San Francisco is approximately $110,000, significantly higher than the national median. However, even this high income often falls short of covering the substantial living costs, particularly housing. The unemployment rate in San Francisco in early 2024 is around 4.5%, slightly above the national average. The city's economy, heavily reliant on the tech sector, has faced volatility, including layoffs and the impact of remote work. San Francisco's economy is closely tied to the tech industry, which has experienced fluctuations due to economic downturns and the rise of remote work. The shift to remote work has led many tech professionals to relocate to more affordable areas, reducing demand for local housing and services. San Francisco has one of the highest rates of homelessness in the country, with an estimated 8,000 individuals experiencing homelessness. This issue is exacerbated by high housing costs and limited affordable housing options. San Francisco has seen an increase in certain types of crime, particularly property crimes, such as theft and vandalism. The property crime rate is approximately 40.0 incidents per 1,000 residents, contributing to concerns about safety and quality of life. The city's public services, including public transportation and infrastructure, face challenges such as overcrowding, maintenance issues, and underfunding. These problems contribute to daily inconveniences for residents. While San Francisco generally enjoys good air quality, the region is prone to air pollution from wildfires in nearby areas, which can affect air quality and public health. The city is susceptible to natural disasters, including earthquakes and the effects of climate change, such as rising sea levels. These risks pose ongoing challenges for infrastructure and housing, particularly in low-lying areas. San Francisco has an aging population with a growing proportion of elderly residents. This demographic shift presents challenges for healthcare and social services. Younger residents, including recent college graduates, are increasingly leaving San Francisco for cities with lower costs of living and more job opportunities. The city's high costs and competitive job market make it difficult for young professionals to establish themselves. The city's high cost of living is a prominent factor driving people away. It's like paying for a five-star hotel, but getting hostel services. Add to that a housing crisis that's more tangled than a bowl of spaghetti. Imagine trying to find a decent place to live that doesn't cost an arm, a leg, and possibly your firstborn. Then there's the rising crime rate, transforming this once peaceful city into a scene right out of a crime thriller. It's as if Sherlock Holmes would have a field day here. So, what was once the city of the iconic Golden Gate Bridge, cable cars, and colorful Victorian houses is now leading the Exodus parade. Seems like the Golden Gate is more of an exit than an entrance these days. And there you have it, folks. Our countdown of the 15 American cities everyone is leaving in 2024. From the sun-kissed shores of Miami, Florida, to the tech hub of San Francisco, California, we've traversed the country, unearthing the reasons behind these urban exoduses. High living costs, rising crime rates, and economic struggles, among other factors, are prompting residents to seek new horizons. But remember, every city, whether bustling or quiet, has its unique charm and potential for change. Perhaps these cities will rise again as the phoenix from the ashes, or maybe they'll evolve into something entirely different. Only time will tell. Whatever the future holds, the story of these cities serves as a reminder of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of our urban landscapes. Thanks for tagging along on this unconventional journey. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more exciting contents from our channel. Keep exploring and keep discovering.